If nothing is done quickly, our civilization will end because all of its men will die. Too many dads don't have any goals, are sad, and are scared. Male suicide rates are now 3 to 4 times higher than those of females. Men are twice as likely as women to become alcoholics. Teenage crime is also much more likely to be done by boys than by girls. In the past few years, a lot has been said and written about the problems that men and boys face. One problem that keeps coming up is that men and boys are becoming less sure of who they are and what their role is in society. This video is mostly about helping the young man who is having trouble and is confused. In fact, many young men have used negative cues from society to avoid taking on responsibilities and never really grow up. If you're a young man who's having trouble, you're not alone. This video is meant to make you think about your whole way of life. If you do these things regularly, you'll stand out from the crowd. Don't limit yourself. Children always look to their parents for help. When kids reach the age of puberty, they know everything. Many people never grow out of this stage and stay very narcissistic. You should start believing you're better than other people, exaggerating your talents or gifts, expecting praise and admiration all the time, failing to understand other people's emotions or feelings, showing contempt for people who look weaker than you, acting like you have nothing to learn, and having trouble keeping healthy relationships. To get past self-consciousness, you have to improve your overall awareness. By raising your level of consciousness, you'll see the brilliance of humanity as a whole, be able to connect with people more deeply, be able to make your dreams come true in more ways, and feel more joy. Here are some ways to raise your level of consciousness. Don't try to hide how you feel. Instead, let yourself feel them. This can be done with the help of meditation. You think and feel things, then you learn from them and let them go. Give up what you think should be and just accept what is. The journey itself is the goal. It's not just a way to get somewhere else. Find the things you've given meaning to that don't have any. When you depend on other people, you can never be happy or safe. They can only be done on the inside. Start listening to the voice inside you. Even if the weather report says it won't rain, you can bring an umbrella if you want to. You should know that you're a person of high value. Explore the world, meet new people, and be ready to have your ideas about the world shaken up and changed. Think about what you want and why you want it. When you act with love, you know when you're not. Hear me out, boys. Stop playing video games. There are both good and bad things that can come from playing video games, but about 15% of American children have a bad addiction to video games. 31% of boys and 13% of girls in another study said they felt addicted to video games. Boys have a strong desire to do well and take on new challenges, but research shows that some of the most popular computer games keep boys from doing things in the real world. Boys feel like they've accomplished something when they level up in a game, so they don't feel the need to go out into the real world and solve problems. Because of this, their work does not help society. Gaming often gets in the way of important relationships or worthwhile activities. 15% of divorces are filed by women whose husbands prefer video games to them. For me, this is a very important subject. I played World of Warcraft for a long time when I was in middle school and high school. Many thousands of hours have been wasted. Many of your friends and family members from high school who are now in their late 20s and 30s still play video games for 5 hours or more every day, even people who are married and have kids. People are told that video games are a healthy way to escape from real life, but one thing you must ask, is it ever good to run away from reality, especially for long periods of time? In real life, you can meet your need to achieve and face challenges. You can level up your real self and still deal with social problems. Boys should learn in a healthy environment and stay away from drugs. The industrial classroom method is killing our sons. They're not in a good place. Young men need more physical activity than young women. Because of this, many of them are wrongly and quickly told that they have ADHD. Their natural feelings, desires, qualities, and gifts are being stifled by the drugs. In spite of what most people think, boys and girls are not wired the same. Girls often only care about getting praise. They'll work on their handwriting to stand out. Boys, on the other hand, are often influenced by things that they've seen or done in real life. So, many men think it's pointless to have good handwriting if they're just going to type all day anyway. They care less about what people think of them. They just want to be put to the test. Boys should start doing a lot of active things to turn into men. A good and effective way for boys and men to learn is to study hard for short periods of time and then work out hard. Rough and tumble play helps the frontal lobe of the brain grow, which is in charge of controlling behavior. Sadly, many public schools are getting rid of physical education and recess, which makes the problem worse for boys. Do you know that even though many schools have cut out physical education, others have put more emphasis on it and seen amazing results? When kids work out first thing in the morning, they learn a lot better. In fact, their lives get better in every way. People have many different sides. Your brain, your feelings, and the relationships you have are all connected. If you're a man and you don't do much, you don't get enough stimulation. Research shows that men learn best when they can use their bodies. Moving around is a great way to learn. Testosterone. Men's need for physical stimulation can be satisfied by sprinting or lifting heavy weights, followed by long breaks. Also, these hard physical activities can boost healthy levels of testosterone, which has many positive effects, including normalized blood pressure, muscle gain, less chance of obesity and heart attacks, healthier bone density, fat loss, enjoying work and family more energy, feeling younger, sexier, stronger, and healthier, and having a healthy sex drive. Studies have shown that motivation, memory, and men's focus are all better when their testosterone levels are normal. Having to go through physical pain. Boys and girls feel pain in different ways. Physical pain can be a stimulant that helps men think more clearly. On the other hand, physical pain could be like a drug that makes girls feel fuzzy and confused. You have to have seen it in yourself. Some of your most profound ideas may have come to you when you were working hard in the yard or at the gym. This is also true of people who push through pain for a long time, like endurance athletes. Note that the famous author of Manning Up, Kay Himovitz, put the male situation in this way. Boys had to pass a test, but girls became women when their bodies were ready. This is a pretty universal rule of civilization. They had to show that they were brave, physically strong, or had the right skills. The goal was to show that they could protect women and children, which has always been their most important role in society. Today, however, because women are getting ahead in a modern economy, husbands and fathers are no longer needed to provide for their families. The traits men needed to have in order to play this role, stoicism, courage, fortitude, and faithfulness, are out of date and even embarrassing. On TV, in Hollywood movies, on cable shows, and even in ads, men are often portrayed as very self-centered, immature, or incompetent. This message has slowly and steadily crept into everyone's mind, which has had terrible results. So, you should do the things we mentioned in this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Stay tuned for more.